Hello, everybody. So, today I wanted to share with you about why I really like the Logitech M500 and Logitech M500S. And I really think that you will too. It's a incredible mouse and they're both wired. And I'll even show you the differences between the M500 and the M500S. And so, here is what the mice look like. It's a wired mouse, and it has a scroll button, and it has another button right here on top, and then it has 2 buttons on the side, and then, of course, the left click and the right click button. So, I wanted to go through all these options with you so that you can know all the features that this Logitech M500 and the M500S have available. Okay, so as you can see, I'm on Logitech's website looking at the M500S Advanced Corded Mouse. Now, here's 4 pictures I wanted to show you. And if I click on this very first one, it kind of shows you what it looks like from the top if you were looking down on the mouse. And then there's 3 other views as well. Here's one that's kind of from the back, looking at the side and the top as well. And then here's one if you're looking towards the front of it and looking at the top and the side. And then this is one completely from the left side of the mouse, and you took a picture, you could see those 2 extra buttons right there. Now, if I scroll down, you can see here's some of the features right here. If I click on key features, it'll show you that it has hyper fast precision scrolling. Now, this thing is really neat. I've used these mice for years and I really like them. One thing I like about it, and they talk about it right here, is you've got 2 ways to scroll. You can either fly through a document and web pages with the hyper fast scrolling, or you can push this button and it'll do a click to click mode where you can step precisely through a spreadsheet, photo albums, playlists, or even a web page if you're reading a lot of text on a web page. Now, as you can see, they have the full size and contoured for comfort. Now, this is one thing I really looked for when I was buying these mice. It fits your hand incredibly well. I mean, it feels so good. I use a mouse almost every single day. And as soon as I grab this thing, it just fits so comfortably. I don't have any problems with carpal tunnel or anything. So if you do have an issue with that, this is going to be great for your wrist. So you get the support you need with a full-size, perfectly sculpted design. Soft rubber side grips and a contoured design give your hand all day comfort and control so you can work, play, and perform at your best. This mouse is incredible. I mean, for a corded mouse, I can't find a better one. If you do, please let me know. But this one is awesome. I mean, for the price, I don't think you're going to find a better one. Now, over here, they do have 7 buttons that you can use to navigate and perform better with all those customizable buttons. Now, of course, the software may only work on Windows, but if you buy the M500S, it's going to work on Linux, Mac, and Windows. If you just purchase the M500, it will work on Windows and even Mac. I have tested it out. Now, I don't know for sure if it'll work on Linux perfectly. They haven't 100% verified that it'll work on Linux. But I did want to let you know I have it on my Lubuntu computer and it's working great. Now, I can't guarantee it's going to work great on every Linux distro, but on Lubuntu, it's working fantastic. And the scrolling, that's what I've been using to scroll up and down on this page. So it works great. You're not going to have any problems with it if you're using Lubuntu. Now, it may vary depending on if you're using Debian, Lubuntu, Arch Linux, maybe even Fedora or one of the others. You may have to see if it's going to work with your version of Linux. But I can promise you it works great on Lubuntu. Now you can configure them with the Logitech option software that I had mentioned that's made for Windows to perform the specific functions you need. and you can use them to instantly copy and paste, move forward or back, or perform any tasks that make your life easier. And then it does have the fast and precise cursor control. With the M500S, you can adjust the dots per inch for your mouse. You can either do 400 or 4,000. So that's going to be fantastic on how quickly you want it to notice that you're moving the mouse. So if you need it to be extremely precise and a fast cursor control, and it's going to work on almost any surface, and it does, it works phenomenally. Now you can find the perfect speed and precision for your screen size, resolution, and the task at hand with the Logitech Option software. Now they do have these key functions that I had pulled them up. You can also see that it's plug and play right out of the box. You just hook it up and it's good to go. And they did really spend a lot of time designing this. So they did a phenomenal job making this mouse. Now, if you scroll down a little bit more, you can see it still has really good ratings. The only ones, as I look through, and I can even show you some of them, they mostly were saying that they didn't want to cut the package when they opened the box, and that some people were having trouble with the middle click button. I haven't had that issue with any of the M500 or M500S mice that I've used. However, if you do have an issue with it, just buy it from somebody that you trust and you can go and return it. Now, I did want to show you one other thing, and I was going to show you where you can purchase them too. If you go over here, I found this comparison chart, which does a fantastic job of comparing the M500 and the M500S. As you can see, if you just kind of glance down the chart, they're almost the same mouse. I mean, if you look, the weight is identical. The dimensions, they're identical. What's in the box? Well, the only difference is really gonna be one doesn't say yes and one does, and this is a quick start guide where this is user documentation, but where you really see the difference is the tracking technology. This one has an invisible laser on the M500. If you go to the M500S, it has a high precision optical sensor. And then the sensor resolution is 1000 dots per inch on the M500, whereas it's 400 to 4000 dots per inch if you use the M500S. Now, they still have the same number of buttons. They both have the scroll wheel. They both have the tilt scroll function. And if you'll notice, the only main difference in Windows is the M500 would work on XP and Vista, whereas the M500S will only work from 7 and newer. And then you can see 10.4 or newer macOS with the M500, whereas you can have macOS 10.12 or later on the M500S. And then they both support Chrome OS. However, the M500S is 100% supported with the Linux kernel 2.6 and newer. Now, I have gotten the M500 to work on the Linux kernel, but it just depends on which distro of Linux you're using. And also, if you'll notice, the warranty is slightly different. The M500 has a 3-year warranty, whereas the M500S only has a 1-year warranty. So if you really want a longer warranty, definitely go with the M500. You are going to be limited to 1000 DPI. However, I'm telling you, I've used 1000 DPI because I have the M500. It is phenomenal. I haven't had any issues with it. Now, if we do jump over here to this next tab, I have the Amazon page pulled up, and I'm going to include a link for you where you can go and you can click on this link and you can go directly to this page and purchase it. It's $30 for the M500S. But do note it won't work on some older computers. So if you have a really old computer, the M500S is not going to be the one for you. The M500 would. But for all the newer computers, the M500S is going to be great. And it's only $30 right now on Amazon. And if I go to the other page, the Logitech M500 is $45 or $44.99. So they're both gonna be great mice. You're not gonna have any problems with them. I mean, if you do, all you have to do is just tell Amazon and they'll gladly take it back. But I really think you're gonna be happy with this Logitech M500 and Logitech M500S mouse that you can use on your computer. So I hope that was helpful on the Logitech M500 and the Logitech M500S so that you can have either one depending on which system you want to use it on, or if you would rather have the advanced mouse, which is the M500S, where you can change the DPI. If you do have any questions about this, or maybe you just like me to go into more depth about the mouse, please let me know down below in the comments and I will do my best to get back to you. And if there's a video, topic, article, anything that you would like for me to make a video on, please let me know that down below in the comments as well. And I will do my best to create that video for you. And if you found this helpful and you'd like to support this channel, I've included a link in the video description where you can buy me a cup of coffee if you'd like to. And as always, because you all do such a great job, if you can, hit that like and subscribe button so I can keep putting up more great content like, have you heard about the Logitech M500 and Logitech M500S corded mouse and how awesome it is? And I'll be more than happy to keep putting up all this great content for you all. Thanks so much, everybody. I really appreciate you all. I hope you have a great day. Take care. God bless. And I'll see you all next time. Bye.